Hiranyakashipu, now you know. What class of person was he? Whether he was atheist or theist. What he was? Theist or atheist? You? What?
He said he's a good devotee.
Good devotee? You want to be like him. Also you should practice like him. No, never. But he was atheist and theist. He believed in God. Everywhere it appears that he believed in God. But he was against him. He was against him. And he wanted to kill him. And he had no value for any his devotee. Because he was against himself God. He wanted to conquer him and defeat him. This was the thing. Because it was natural for him. Why? Natural? Because he was associates of Narayana Jai Vijay. Why he fell down from Narayana Lok? You know? Why? Oh, Shamrani should explain in a very brief, not so much. At one certain speak, don't.
You asked why he fell down from Vaikuntha.
Vaikuntha is a place, Golok is a place, out of Maya. It is beyond Virjanadi. No chance of falling down from there. But when we see that he has fell down. Why?
Yudhisthira Maharaj asked Narad Muni that you say that he was cursed by the sages, but I don't believe that any associate of the Lord in Vaikuntha could fall down. They all have spiritual bodies, not material bodies, and they can never be touched by matter. So,
no curse is there, nothing. But yet we see that he has fallen down. And why?
Madhvacharya comments.
Hear it presently.
Madhvacharya comments that whether an associate of the Lord is cursed or blessed, it doesn't make any difference because he's totally unaffected.
Why you are not giving examples from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur very hard, more hard? Madhvacharya has never written like this. As far as I know.
Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti,
Yes.
Our Prabhupada quotes Madhvacharya, but Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur explains that Krishna's Icha Shakti, Yoga Maya, was actually responsible for their coming to this world and not Mahamaya. As everything, all propensities that we have in this world are present in its original perfect form in the Lord also has Vira Ras, or chivalrous tendencies. He likes to mock fight, just as boys like to mock fight in this world. But who in Vaikuntha would fight with him, because everyone worships him in awe and reverence? So, seeing the Lord's desire, and seeing the desire of Jai and Bajai to always please the Lord, she personally inspired them to become angry when the four Kumaras tried to enter. In their travels, the four Kumaras came into Vaikuntha, but the gatekeepers blocked their path. So the four Kumaras told them, "Oh, you have this materialistic mind, you're affected by the modes of nature. You're not qualified to be in Vaikuntha." But this was all the arrangement by Yogamaya so that the Lord could come to this world as Narasinghadeva and fulfill his fighting propensity. He would never fight with a demon or an atheist, only his devotee is qualified to fight with him. So his devotee had to come to this world with him to fight with him and fulfill that propensity.
Very good. But some correction is needed. What is the nature of bhakti? You should know first. I think that so many persons are here. But they should know the nature, pure nature of bhakti. Always to please, always to satisfy Lord. Nothing else. When the Jai Vijay saw eternal liberated, when they saw, there's something in my Prabhu's heart. He wants to taste the enjoy beer rush. They knew it, and they became very worried. How we can do? If now we are fighting, we cannot fight in this body. But we want to satisfy him. Oh, at once Narayana knew, oh, they want to fulfill my desire. At once he remembered Yogamaya. And he told them, wait a little, I will give you a chance, better chance, that you can fight me and you can satisfy me. And by the Yogamaya, four Kumars were attracted to here. There was no chance to be angry there. This place is not like so. But even by the Yogamaya, they became angry and they wanted to stop him because they were naked. There was no also chance that these two Jai Vijay are going to check him. Stop. Anyone cannot stop anyone there. So, but Yogamaya did it. And at once, oh, these four Kumars coming here naked, oh, they should be in a proper dress and to go to our Prabhu. This thought came. And at once they stopped and at once they became angry and at once they gave a cause. When cause was given, then, oh, they realized what we have done. We have done offense. But why this offense came? And at once in the meantime, Narayana himself, oh, you should forgive my two boys, always serving. You should forgive them. Then they realized. Then Narayana took off his Yogamaya. Now they were free of Yogamaya. See, now lamenting and weeping. But Narayana told, oh, I have done like this. I wanted to play in this world and I wanted to enjoy the rest. So I have fulfilled the desire of my two, this ever, my eternal servants. Now they will go there and in 3 works they will fulfill my desire. And I will test this rest from them. Otherwise anyone is not qualified to enjoy me the rest. So he was now deviated from there. In one form, they were always there. And in other form, oh, they came like here in what? Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Raman, Kumbhakarna, Shishupala. And from Krishna, oh, they were killed. and they were purified, and they again went to Narayana Lok. So from Golok Vrindavan or from Narayana Lok, anyone never falls, never deficient. You can tell about Chitraketu Maharaj. But he was not like so. O Bharat Maharaj, he has attained bhav, rati mood, and from there anyone does not deviate. So for what? For Shiksha. For teaching. So we should try to know all this. We should not make any offense in the lotus feet of any high class of the Lord. Never. So in this way, Jai Vijay were only Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. So they have faith in God. But because that God has killed his brother, so he was against him. And he wanted to take revenge by killing that Bhagavan God. So he was against Prahlad Maharaj. Why you are in that side? I don't want. I have given you birth, I have given you everything, I have supported, nursed, I am giving you to school to learn, still I am nourishing and supporting you. But why you are in the side of that Vishnu? I don't like. You are like a kulhari. X, you know?
Handle of X.
Alone X cannot do. But when some handle will be there given. Or then by, she will cut what? The tree. Which handle was that? So you are like handle. You don't. X cannot do anything. Only by the handle. Any trees can be cut off. You are cutting also. Asurkul, Kalanka, Asurkula, Kulangar. You don't. Kulhari ka bet tum hai. So you are like that. And from here begins this story. Here, there was a council in the council of Maharaj Yudhishthir when fire sacrifice was done. And Krishna took his chakra and cut the head of Shishupala. And a light came from his body and it was mixed in Krishna's lotus feet. Yudhishthir Maharaj told, how wonderful this. How wonderful. How he mixed in Krishna. How it began. So many rishis and maharshi doing studies, hard studies, day and night, not sleeping, standing on their toe, sometimes in hands toe, body upside, and not taking water, even no air. And after long time they cannot have this position. And he, in a moment he has. How wonderful this. One thing more. Krishna is neutral. God is neutral to all. All are his part and parcel. But why he takes the side of demigods and he becomes and he gives helps to gods and killing them all demons. Why? Why he has this feeling between partiality between demigods and demons? For him, both are same. And for this, answering this question, Krishna is always neutral. Always neutral. But a speciality is that He is not impartial, or what word more? Neutral. Oh, when devotees are there. If devotees are there, he cannot be neutral. For general, he is neutral. Other, he is not God. God is love, and love is God. So, oh Krishna is love. Then where love lives, the abode of love, who is devotee? Oh, he must be towards them. So he is telling all these things about Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad Maharaj. If anyone, like Prahlad Maharaj was sent to school, and after some days, it may be 4 months, 5 months, or he returned back from the school. His mother decorated him, and then Hiranyakashipu came and took in his lap, and very smiling, and very, caressing him. Oh, my dear son, oh, what you have learnt from your school, from your Gurudev. And then he replied, boldly, what? Oh, you should sit down there, not coming and going anywhere. You should sit any one place. If you want to come, but never go. Sit down like a statue.
He told him, Prahlad Maharaj came in the lap of his father.
Not so much.
And his father, his heart was melting with parental affection. Tears came in his eyes. He's so proud. My son is
very interesting
so
subject.
qualified.
You can read Srimad Bhagavatam, but the deep meaning cannot come. You cannot read. Even you are hearing from others, but if they are not high class of devotees, they cannot read. Only Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Ji Goswami, Sanatan Goswami Pad, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, they can give in their lines. Otherwise, anyone cannot. So try to. We are telling from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Ji Goswami, Sanatan Goswami.
So, Tat sadhu manye asuravaya dehinam sada samudvikna diya asadgrahat hitvatma patam grihamanda kupam vadam gatim yad harimasrayita. Oh my dear father, Asurya Varya Dehinam, oh best among all of the demons.
Hearing this, Hiranyakashipu became very happy that I am demigods. They are very proud of that we are demigods. So they are also very proud.
Sadhumanye Asurya Varya Dehinam, oh best of the demons. There is in this world those who have accepted this body, which is temporary, to be the self and to be the source of happiness and basis of happiness, who accept this thing to be so real. Those persons, sada sam udvigna dhyam asat graha, accepting these temporary things, they become constantly afflicted with one problem after another, one anxiety after another, like endless waves in an ocean, and they're always embarrassed. So, the best thing that I've learned is that such persons, hitvatnapatam griyamanda kupam, those people, they've fallen into a deep dark well, griyam andakupam. Here, household life, to be identified with the body, and to consider the family members and the household goods and properties and furniture and wealth and all of these things to be mine. This is like a deep, dark well. So the bodily conception of life is like a very dark and dangerous well. Hitvatmapatam. This path of life is the path which completely checks up the progress of the soul towards the goal of life, the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, the best thing that I've learned is that such persons should get out of that dark well and Banam gatem yad harim ashrayeta. They should go to the forest, especially Banam Brindavan, to this forest. Being in the forest, what does it mean to retire to the forest? It means to go to that holy place, which is holy especially because of the presence of pure devotees. And being in very good association, Yad Harim Ashrayeta, they should take unconditional shelter and surrender at the lotus feet of Hari, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here, in Srila Vishnu Thakur, in his commentary, he is explaining what does it mean, Griyamanda Kupam, to be fallen in a dark well in this world. Once upon a time, one man was in the forest and he heard the sound of a tiger, and being afraid, he tried to run away because there's a chance that the tiger could eat him. He was looking here and there for some shelter, but he couldn't find anywhere. Finally, he came across a blind well. It was a well which was disused and some grass and trees had grown over the top. So taking the help of 2 branches of a tree, he lowered himself down into the well, thinking that, oh, the tiger cannot come down here to get me. So he began to lower himself down into the well. But as he was going down, then he saw at the bottom of the well, it was dry. There was no water there. And there were so many snakes living. And they raised their hoods. And they were ready to bite him. So now he was really in a predicament. He's hanging from 2 branches halfway down a well. At the bottom there are so many snakes, very poisonous snakes waiting to bite him. And at the top there's a ferocious tiger just waiting to eat him. So at that time, he was suffering so much and he was in so much anxiety. But on the branch of the tree, there was the hive, a honeycomb, a beehive.
No. 2 rats first touches.
So on the top of the well, there were 2 rats. One rat was black and one rat was white. And they were nibbling away at the very same branches that he was holding on to. So now it was only a question of time. Either he had to climb out and be eaten by the tiger. Otherwise, he would have to go down and be bitten by the snakes. Otherwise, if he stays where he is, then anyway, the rats will gradually eat through the branches and he must go down. So whatever he does, he must suffer and he must come to a very gruesome end. What to do? So at that time, when he was in this very precarious situation, there was a honeycomb on the branch of the tree, and because the tree was shaking, some honey was dripping. And it just happened to be dripping very, very close to his face. Some drops were coming down, very close to his face. So, taking this golden opportunity, he stuck out his tongue, like that. And a drop of honey came on the tip of his tongue. Then, he took that honey into his mouth and began to relish the flavor of the honey. How sweet, how relishable. And he felt some happiness. So this is the example of all the conditioned souls, like you and I, here in this world. We're in a very dangerous situation.
Especially lusty persons, sense spirit, those who are engaged in sense gratification. They are in this position. Or they are now going to just in a moment. Anyhow, they are going to die. No way to be saved. One is saved. But we will tell you afterward.
It seems that this person is now experiencing some happiness. It seems that in this world there are so many people who they appear to be happy. They appear to be well situated. They appear to be content and satisfied with their situation. But what is their happiness? It is exactly like the happiness of this man in this well when he's tasting a drop of honey. Why? All the components of this analogy, they represent so many things in our life. First of all, we see the snakes. The snakes are hissing. What does it mean? So many problems.
One after another, like waves, ocean waves. Oh, this is end. Oh, after that we will be happy. And there's more vigor coming.
So many problems in this world.
Those who are sufferers, oh, they can know more better than
So in this world, it is a very astonishing thing. This world is made of problems. Nothing else. It is only problems. Yet the conditioned soul in this world, when he meets a problem, is very surprised. Oh, where did this problem come from? And then he overcomes it with a great hope and aspiration that when this problem is gone, all of my problems are gone. And then what a surprise! Another problem comes.
Not only one. So many.
Not one at a time. Oh, 5 at a time, 6 at a time. So these are like so many poisonous snakes. Then, at the top of the well, there is a tiger. This tiger represents death. This tiger represents death. Oh, death is waiting for everyone in this world. It must come and devour them and take away everything.
No fixed time. Or just still it can come. He will not give 1 minute time that you should speak with others and at once jump. And then
we see that
what are the 2 trees?
This person was hanging from 2 trees. These 2 trees are our karma, our fruitive activities, good and bad, pious and impious. Our life is maintained by what? Oh, we are living our life only in the experience of the reactions of our pious and impious activities. This is the duration of our life. Yet we also know that the duration of our life is being taken away moment by moment. So there were 2 rats eating those branches. One black rat, one white rat. What is that? The black rat means nighttime, and the white rat means daytime. So we are very happy, another day came and went, but actually each day and night is going and they never come back. And in this way our duration of life is being gnawed away, like 2 rats taking away our duration of life. So in this condition, very precarious,
all around problems and all these things. And in that, one drop of honey coming. What is one drop?
So even though we are in this very dangerous predicament, we may feel some happiness and contentment. That is like the drop of honey. So in this analogy, what does the drop of honey represent? That represents the affection of our friends and family members in this world. After suffering so much, being abused and treated badly so many times in the course of doing one's work, then that man, he returns to his home and his wife meets him with very sweet words. Oh honey, you're back. I was waiting to see you. And he takes this honey. His children come and jump in his lap. Oh daddy, 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 give me $100. And in this way, though he's suffering and though there's danger everywhere, when he takes this one drop of honey in the form of the affection of so many other people in this world with whom he has a temporary relationship, then he feels, oh, my life is successful. This is the purport of the verse spoken by Prahlad.
So, we are all in these situations, problems. How anyone can be happy in this immense situation? Another example has given, supplementary. There was a deer. No? He was in the very good green forest. And he was grazing there. But at once he saw He's surrounded with so many problems. One side, one hunter with 2 Alsatian dogs. Another side, he has put fire, forest fires like that. And one side, there was a river, very big and deep. And one side, very big net. So he was surrounded, and he saw that, and he became very, frightened. What to do? At once he closed his eyes. Oh Krishna, I am yours. I am taking your Sharanagati. Oh, save me, save me. And he took shelter. When he took shelter, at once Krishna what did? A big wind came, with taking so many puddles and dust, and it came in the eyes of that hunter, and he was doing this, and thus from hand and it came in the mouth or eyes of dogs. The dogs were killed at once. And it was some raining, so fire came extinguished. And moreover, with rain, the fire was totally stopped. And net in wind, it went so far in the sky and here and there. So 3 sides were empty, and he jumped and ran away. So if anyone in that well, even and chanting, it may be that by the mercy of Krishna, any hunter will come and hunt that tiger that day. And he will give a rope, you should take it and come out. And he will say, Krishna is so merciful. So we are surrounded by this. Guruji realizes this. And he wants to help all. One side death, one side so many problems, and one side some madhu is coming, rats are cutting. So you are all in this situation, you are not understanding. Don't think that this is our first life, first birth. You have enjoyed so much sex life. And you are so much lusty, like pig and hogs, always day and night, not resting, taking. And so many children. You were so, even you were demigods. You have also come in human form, but you lost that time. And again after lakhs and lakhs birth, you are now here in the association. Very good buddy. Like boat, strong boat, and wind favorable. What is Krishna has arranged for so high class of association. Krishna has given you all these things. But even you want, I want a very teenage girl, very beautiful, I want to marry, and I want to test what? Sense gratification. Foolish persons and mad persons. I cannot give any good name for them. I don't know. My English is poor. Rascals. No harm. Don't be angry with me. But rascals, more than hogs and pigs. Oh my dear, rascals, don't go there. At once turn out and be with me and back to God and back to home. Even the old person, why they want to marry again, I don't know. very lusty.
Got their name in Guinness Book.
Oh, my dear friends, oh, don't be angry with me. I am your well-wisher, eternal well-wisher. So come and follow me. I was like also like you. But in the very morning age, I gave up forever. So by the order of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, my Gurudev and my Guru Parampara, I have come to save you from this lust of ocean of lust. Don't go there. Otherwise big Mahabharata battle is coming and you will be killed. So you should try to realize this. Or I may come again in the morning, evening 5:30 or 5. Or drama will be some less. Abhishek and everything, our classes will be first class. And then after that, or some Abhishek, no, not Abhishek, but my classes, and then some drama play, and then it will be some darkness like evening. And when sun is going to set, at that time, we will do Abhishek and Archan, and then Aarti at the same time, and then we will offer something too, and then Charanamrit will be given to all. And be free from worldly all these things, from Andhakup that has been written in Prahlad Charitra. Be very careful. Gaur Pramanande.
Jap jap jami tato nishinha.
Pasaro Bhaktivinoda Narasinghadeva Narasinghadeva Bhagwan ki jai. Satyabha Shri Parad Maharaj ki jai. Glories to Sri Narasinghadeva ki.
Dancer is ready.
Vrindavan.
Yes, coming.
Hariyo.
Hey.
नामशक्तं मनुमति कचे पुत्रमत्र स्वरूपाग्रजूरिपुरीं मोस्तुवाति राधा कुंडम गिरिवरमहो रामा. Very sorry for that. These were the words used by the Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj himself. But he was qualified to tell. I am not so much qualified like him to tell all these words. So I am regretting for this. So don't take anything ill by my words. But I told you out of mercy. Because sometimes Mother Yashoda, out of love, she can bind up Krishna and can chastise Krishna even, and she can be angry out of love. Narad Rishi also, out of love and affection, he gave cause to Nalkabar Manipuri. And it became very blessing for him. So we sometimes become angry. Swamiji used to become angry. Why? Because he is a foreteller, like what? Or knowing the future. He is saying that the ocean of sin is there. Ocean of suffering is there, and he is going to take bath in that. Forever he will be there. So sometimes he becomes angry out of mercy. So I told all these things out of mercy. Be careful. Be careful. You know that if there is fire and you put in ghee or any burning fuel, it will grow up. It never be subside. So if you are lusty and you are going to enjoy all things, sense gratification, it will not stop until you are going to be ruined and to hell. So be careful. This is not first time. I told you. Be careful. I never told that you should not be grihast. I never told like this. But I told that you can be grihast like Pandavas, like Shivas Pandit, like all the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like gopis, like others. Not changing like dogs and cats. Always changing your wife and all these things. Never, never. We don't like all these things. So I know that Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj was also somewhat worried for this. So many kinds of things used to come to him, and he was very upset. So I don't want to take this burden also. You should do yourself this thing and take help of Krishna consciousness too. I have come to give this thing, not this sense gratification. I am not going to give anyone. You should not hope these things for me. I am against this thing. But if you want to be in family life, no harm. but try to follow. That this family life is only to serve Krishna and Radhika, not for your sense gratification. Never, never. And the brahmacharis and sannyasis who are still sannyasis, oh, they should not go towards that path. Very dangerous, very dangerous. And those who are grihastha, they should follow the rules and regulation of Vedic culture, and they should be happy. Because, there are our father and mothers of sannyasis and brahmacharis. They support in so many ways. If I need anything, I will go to any couple. Oh, please help me. I will go to Buddha Prabhu. I may go to Ananga Manjari. I may go to Nirgan Prabhu, to Rup Manohar, and this very person. What name? Pushpadanta Prabhu. Oh, these are ideal beings. You should try to be like that. There are so many. So I want that they should be like this. Now come to me. We should go to Narasinghadeva. The teachings of Narasimha. Oh, when Prahlad Maharaj, in the age of 5, very boldly he told that give up worldly wealth and be in high class of association, chant and remember in their guidance. This is the most my teacher. At once he became very angry. How this boy became in the party of Vishnu? I don't want to hear the name of Vishnu. He has killed my elder brother. And he at once threw out him from his lap and became very angry. Not to the boy, but to the teachers. O teachers, O Brahmins, you are Sanda and Amarka. Sanda means like a uncontrolled bull. No? Passing away very watery stool. and uncontrolled. So, he like this. And Amarka means where is the arc, light of sun. Where that light is not, where that Krishna devotion light is not there, or he is like Amarka. So both were representative of these things. Or uncontrolled, passing stool's bowl, and another darkness. So I told to them, oh, you are taking, or you are maintaining your life by me. I'm giving so much dakshina to you for this and your father. And why you have taught of this little boy and you have made his life spoiled? Why you did? I will punish at once. And they began to say, they told that, oh, my Lord, we are not guilty for this. We are not guilty. Why you are not guilty? Who taught he? Oh, Naishargaki I am, Badati Balu I am. Naturally this boy is telling these things. We have not taught these things. And always I am guarding that any Vaishnava should not come here to teach anything. So here even Narad cannot come here, and any other devotee cannot come. But he is telling himself, we are not guilty. Then he turned over that boy. Where you have taught all these things? Where you have learned this? Then very humbly following him, he began to Naishamatis tavat urkramangrem. Three he slok. Matirna Krishne parato satova. You should. Oh, You should hear very attentively and try to follow. This very day. And if you are following, you can control your lust and all things. Your all difficulty may go at once and you will be happy forever.
So then, Hiranyakashipu, he was questioning his boy, from where have you learned all of these things? Very politely and without any fear at all, Prahlad Maharaj replied to him, Matina Krishne Parato Satova Mito Vipadyeta Griha Bratanam Adanta Gobi Vishatam Tamisham Puna Punaschavita Chavananam. Matina Krishne Parato Satova. The natural attraction of the heart, Krishna consciousness, towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it cannot be awakened by one's own efforts. It cannot be awakened by the efforts of others or by any combination of the both. For those persons who being in this world, mitopipadyeta griha bratanam, if anyone in this world is very seriously intent on enjoying in the materialistic conception of life, in the bodily conception of life, then for them, their Krishna consciousness cannot be awakened by any means at all. What is their destination? How are they conducting their life? Adantago bi vishatam tamishram. Their senses are out of control. And because their senses are out of control, they're making very fast progress on the path to very darkest regions of hell. And what are they doing along the way? Puna punaschavita chavananam. They madly engage in chewing the chewed. What does it mean? Oh, we can think that my father, my father's father, my father's father's father, and all of them for many generations, they all did the same thing. They tried to get a good education. They tried to earn money. They tried to have very nice family members and a good comfortable situation in this world. Every one of them tried to do this and tried to seek out happiness in this. But what did they find? Only more and more problems, frustration and disappointment. And as they are pursuing this path, they experience so many troubles coming from other living entities. So an example has been given. Once on the street there was a bone. It was a completely dry bone. There was no taste inside at all. Totally dry. So one dog came there and thought, oh, if I chew on this bone, it may be that I'll relish some flavor from this bone. So he came and he began to chew the bone. He was chewing and chewing and chewing, but no taste at all. At the same time, so many other dogs in the streets, they saw that dog and thought, hey, what is he doing? He's relishing a bone. But we're not relishing a bone. We should also relish that bone. So then they came to him, snarling at him, give me that bone. No, I won't give you the bone. So then he tried to run away. And 5, 6, 7, 8 dogs, they're all running after him. One is biting his tail, one biting his leg, one biting his ear, like this. And all are biting him. Why? Because they also want to taste that bone. Actually, in that bone, there's no taste, no flavor, nothing at all. But he won't let go. And then, all of a sudden, he couldn't tolerate the pain anymore. So he let go of the bone. And the bone fell on the ground. Then another dog came and picked up that bone and took it in his mouth. And then all the other dogs, they started to bite him. So that first dog, he was sitting back and he was looking at them and he was thinking,
taking his tail inside.
with his tail between his legs, and he was watching. Now he was feeling much better actually, because he let go of the bone. And he was seeing how they were all fighting over nothing. All fighting over nothing. So this is our condition in this world. We're very eager for sense gratification. But from this sense gratification, we never find any happiness or satisfaction.
Oh, we want to happy by that bone. Chewing. Your teeth will go away, and then blood will come, and then you can relish that. There is no taste. No taste. Hearing this, Hiranyakashipu become out of rage. Okay? Very furious. Oh, my Gurudev Shukracharya is bogus, you are saying like that, and in that category, my two, these sons of my Gurudev are like in that category. Oh, we are all foolish and you are now Pandit. Oh, I will give a lesson to you. Then he began, again start.
Then, hearing the angry words of his father, challenging him, "Oh, how did you become so learned? Are we like nothing?" Then Prahlad Maharaj, he gave his answer.
Certainly not. Certainly not. Very deep, very strong. No fear at all. He told his father.
Nate vidusvatagatim hi vishnum durashayaye bahir atmanina andayatandarupaniamanas te pishatantyam urudham nibadha. He said, in this world, durashayaye bahir atmanina, those who have many material desires, according to their vision, they see that the objects of this temporary world have some value, and they chase after them, but they don't know. This is not their real self-interest. This will not be the cause of auspiciousness in their life. Their real self-interest, is the lotus feet of Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So those persons who don't realize this, that the service of the Supreme Lord is valuable, and the sense objects of this world have no value at all, those persons, they are like a blind people, completely blind. And they select for themselves a guru who is blind like them. And selecting a blind guru, then they follow that guru. And when the blind lead the blind, what happens? They all fall down into a ditch. In other words, those who are not dedicated to the Supreme Lord are bound very tightly by the ropes of fruitive activities in the endless chain of birth and death. And those who follow them also become very tightly bound in the endless chain of birth and death, without any hope of ever being released from their very pitiable condition. So then, how can this Krishna consciousness come about? Prahlad Maharaj said, Naisam matistha vadaru kramangrim sprisyatanata pagamo yatata mahiyasham spadarado bishekam niskinchananam nanibrita yavat. The living beings in this world are covered by anartha, unwanted desires, and ignorance. How will these unwanted desires go away? How will they become free from anartha and ignorance? There is only one way. Only one way. What is that? Until the jivas of this world, they surrender themselves unconditionally at the lotus feet of the Mahat, pure devotee, liberated, transcendental, holy master, spiritual guru. Unless they surrender themselves unconditionally at the lotus feet of such a person and pray for their mercy, hearing their instructions and carrying them out to the best of their ability in their life. This is the meaning. To smear the entire body with the dust of the lotus feet of a Vaishnava. That means to surrender unconditionally to him and follow his instructions completely. Until the jiva does this, then the anarthas and ignorance in the heart, which are the cause of his eternal ruination, they will never ever disappear.
Thank you. Hearing this, Hiranyakashipu became more and more serious, furious, very much furious. And he told that, I know so many medicines. If anyone has some injury in his hand, and it has been so much rotten, that doctor advises that it should be cut out, otherwise you will die. Then it should be cut out. Even whole hand, even leg, to survive you. So he is in Bans Kulangar. Our dynasty is very pure, but I don't know how this bad fellow come in our dynasty. He will ruin our whole dynasty. Oh, I want that he should be at once killed. Oh, my generals, oh, you should hear, and at once you should kill him. I don't like a son like him. Oh, to follow his orders, all the generals tried to cut him or to do anything to kill him, but they could not. Mad elephant was told to crush, but when elephant come and touched, at once he ran away very far away. He was taken to ocean and it was thrown in the ocean. But anyhow, anyone came, a very black boy came, tricky, and he took him in his lap and he took him on the coast. Oh, it was thrown from the high peaks of mountains, but he also said that he was saved. For so many snakes were. Oh, but he was okay. Even so much poisons were given. Oh, but he was still alive. Oh, there was a sister of Hiranyakashipu. She has any bone from anywhere that she will not be burnt in fire. So she was called, and Hiranyakashipu requested, "Oh, my dear sister, oh, you are very helpful. So take this boy in your laps and enter in fire, so that he may die and you should come out." So did happily. Oh, big fire was made there, and when fire was on his full flame, she took Prahlad Maharaj in her laps and entered, and at once he was burnt, and Prahlad came very soon out. Nothing was done. So he was trying, but anyhow he was not putting to death. Then he feared, oh, it may be that he will be the cause of my death. And he was now thinking what to do. In the meantime, the two Sandamark, the priests, told him that don't be worried. Our father is now anywhere, gone to for austerity. Oh, in a few days, in a couple of days, he will return. And then we will tell all these things to him, and he will make something that he will be controlled. So wait till. And we are taking him to school. Oh, they took him again to school. And they were teaching him. But he was not hearing anything. What he has heard in the home of our mother from Norway. He was always chanting, remembering Krishna. One day, the teachers told Prahlad, "Oh, you are intelligent. Oh, in a job you are going for 1-2 hours outside, and in the meantime you should be monitor and look after these boys, so that they should not quarrel themselves." When they went, in the meantime, all the children became independent, and they were going to play here and there. But strictly Prahlad Maharaj called them all. "Oh, listen, I want to tell something to you." And then he began to speak something. And what was? Oh, you can speak something. Kaumar Acharita
So, Prahlad Maharaj requests them, "Please listen me." The boys told, "Oh Prahlad, we are quite young."
No, first. Kaumar Acharita This should be translated.
Maharaj told, "Kaumarat acharet praggo."
Prahlad was instructing them. "Oh, my dear boys, fear me. From very beginning of childhood, you should chant and remember supreme personality of Godhead."
So, please chant and remember Supreme Personality Godhead from beginning of your age.
I am also telling you all boys and girls, those who are there and there, young boys there, they are not listening. They are talking mundane talks with their friends. I am watching them. Who are they? From here and where is Gopinath? Where is the son of my dear Kirtan? Where is Kirtan? I want to hear Kirtan and his friends very nearer to me. Oh, you should come here. And other times, I like you so much. You should come here. And your friends should come here. You should come here, very, very nearer to me. And always you should be here with me. Also, in my room also, you should be serving me. Come on, come on. Don't laugh. I want to help all and to inspire all these boys. Instead of you are representative of your father. He promised me to come, but your father, mother could not come. And also, there are some young boys. I want that they should come to me nearer, very. You should all come and here. No. So you should come and hear. The guards of yesterday guards. All guards should come. Yes.
And please be bodyguard of Gurudev, please come here.
Always I want to see you with me in my closet. Sit down there. I will be very happy. Very, very happy.
So, Prahlad Maharaj instructing his friends. Please listen me. Kaumarat acharet praggo dharman bhagavataniha durlabho manusya janmo tadappadhruvam arthadam. Someone must chant and remember.
What is the meaning of this?
So, Prahlad Maharaj is instructing. So,
from very beginning, even from age of 4 or 5, all should chant
and remember. Why? Because durlabho manuso janmo. The human life is very, very rare. In this world, there are 8.4 million species. Among them, only human lives, only 4 millions. 400,000. So, it's very, very rare. And tadappadhumam arthadam, and none can say when death will come for whom. So, by this human being, human life only, we can do bhajan. Other than human life, none can do bhajan. So, please chant and remember Krishna from your beginning of your life.
That all that we will be old and then we have enough time to chant and remember. Now we should play. Then he again said,
friends told, Prahlad, why you are so early? Teacher is not here, let us play. We are quite young, why we will be old? Then we shall chant Krishna name, don't worry. No, not possible. When you will be old, you could not fix your mind in Krishna consciousness. What to say about Krishna consciousness? If you want to be expert in any art, even if you want to be a very big businessman or a doctor or an engineer, you have to start your education from beginning. If you thought, or if any parents thought, I should not send my child in school now, when he will be old, then I shall send him in school, then his whole life, up to his death, he never be an engineer or a doctor or a businessman. Not possible. So if not possible in material life, how possible in spiritual life?
If anyone is telling that in old days I will chant, remember, then he told that there is no guarantee that he will be old. Even in after a couple of days he may die. Always never come, and he will die. So better to remember and chant from very beginning of life. Don't wait for old age. Also something is there, that if easily the happiness is coming by the impression of past lives, without anything, all sufferings are coming. In this way, if you have done something good in your last life, this happiness also bound to come. What I told. You should understand. Only one word.
Gurudev is explaining that the happiness and distress, whatever we face in our life, is actually predestined because of our previous karmas. So we cannot make any change in that. If we have no fortune or wealth and we may endeavor so much, that doesn't make any difference. If it is not written for us, it will never come to us. And on the other side, if there is so much fortune and wealth written for us, it will automatically come without even making any endeavors for it.
Then Prahlad Maharaj told, our age of our human life, 100.
Let's
Suppose the average age of our human life, 100 years. Among 100 years, we spend our 50% of life, means 50 years, by sleeping only. We used to work in daytime and take rest night time. And when we are small boy, in our childhood, boys now is playing in his mother lap and again is sleeping. So all total, we spend our 50 years by sleeping only. So 100 years minus 50 years remain only 50 years. Among these 50 years, from 80 to 100, means 20 years, is useless. You could not do anything at that time. And to whom you brought up, you nourish your child, now your daughter-in-law has come, you have grandchild, then tell, why this old person is not going today? He is coughing all day night. My child could not sleep properly. Always mucus is spitting here and there. He could not sleep in proper place. So better he can die than he will be happy. To whom you nourish, to whom you give birth, they are using the sarcastic word for you. So from 80 to 100 is quite useless. So you could not fix your mind at that time. So one Vaishnava poet has told, Krishna tadya pada pankaja panjarantam addaiva visatu manasa raja hansa prana prayana samaye kapavata pittai kantha varadaran vidaste bhajanam kutaste. Oh Krishna, I want my mind will be fixed in your lotus feet immediate. Why? Because when old age will come, then too much mucus, you could not utter even Krishna Nam properly. And at that time too much pain. So there is no hope that I can chant your name. So if I practice from beginning, then at the end of my life, your name must come in my mind, then my life will be successful. So Prahlad Maharaj is telling, we start from beginning. So 50 years by sleeping and 20 years is useless due to old age. So 50 plus 20, 70, remain on 30. So if you want to an expert in this material world, at least you have to give your 20 years. From your birth to 20 years, then you will be an expert person to maintain your life. So 50 years by sleeping, 20 years is useless due to old age, and 20 years being an expert. So 50 plus 20, 70, plus 20, 90. Only remain 10 years. So when you will do bhajan, and among these 10 years, you have so many desire, countless desire. I have to marry, I have to make a big business, I have to make so much money, I want a good wife, I want good kids. So when you do bhajan, so if you begin from your childhood, then you can do bhajan properly. So please listen and do bhajan. They told Prahlad, our Guru, Sanda and Amarka, they never taught all these things. From where you learn all these things? Then Prahlad Maharaj replied, they are not qualified to teach all these things. I have learned from my Gurudev. Oh, you have learned from your Gurudev? Who is your Gurudev? Prahlad Maharaj replied, Narad Rishi is my Gurudev. Then Prahlad Maharaj narrated the whole story. When he was in mother womb, then demigod, king of demigods Indra, want to kill his mother, because at that time Hiranyakashipu was in Mandarachal doing some austerity. So Indra invaded the demons and caught her. Narad Rishi was at that time he was in her womb. Narad Rishi told, oh Indra, why you are taking this lady? Oh, I don't want to kill him, but the very powerful son of Hiranyakashipu now at present in her womb. When she will give birth, then I shall kill the boy, not to her. Narad Rishi replied, you are not able to kill him. None can kill him. He is a good devotee. Hearing this, Indra did parikrama to my mother and give up her. Then Narad Rishi, being causeless merciful, kept my mother in his ashram. And Narad Rishi used to give so many instructions. So I learned all these things from Narad Rishi, and due to nature of woman, my mother forget and everything. So, but I remember everything by causeless mercy of my Gurudev. So, how to do bhajan? Then Prahlad Maharaj replied, Guru susru saya bhakta sarvalabhar panena cha sangena sadhu bhakta nam issaradhanena cha. Listen. Guru susru saya bhakta. You have to surrender yourself the lotus feet of a bona fide Gurudev. Moreover, you have to be always in good association. And which you have to surrender everything to Gurudev. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur told, Manasa deha geha jo kichu mor, or pilu tua pade nanda kishor. Which I have, which belongs to me, my body and mind, wealth, everything I am surrendered to yourself. We have our heart. We have to surrender our heart to Krishna through bona fide Gurudev, being always good association. Then, what will be the result? Guru susru saya bhakta sarvalabhar panena cha sangena sadhu bhakta nam. You have to be always in good association. Then you will be worship for Bhagavan. If you do so, then it is okay. If you not do, then you could not do proper bhajan. So Prahlad Maharaj instructing us, we have to be always in good association. If we are in good association, there is no chance of offense. So you have to defense for make offense, not to do any offense. So Prahlad Maharaj instructing us all these things.
Thank you.
So next thing, we shall listen from Gurudev. Hare Krishna. Pancha kalpataru bhasta kripa sindhu bhayevacha paitanam pavanam.
After this, all boys became very attached to Prahlad. Prahlad Maharaj told, oh, you should repeat me. And Prahlad Maharaj was doing, oh, stand up. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. You are all students. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana. He Kashtu from his as he heard, oh, what from where this sound is coming? And he came running with his club and sword. He came and stopped this nonsense and became very furious, and he began to chastise his son, but useless. He could not do anything. In the meantime, he told what he told. From where you are taking this energy, and why you are so strong?
So now, Hiranyakashipu was very, very angry. And he began to... He was so angry, and he approached his small boy. Oh, don't you know who I am? I am so powerful. All the demigods everywhere, they're all afraid of me. They're all falling at my feet and they're offering prayers to me. Everyone is afraid of me, but you are not afraid of me. From where do you get your strength? So then Prahlad Maharaj, without any fear at all, he said, oh, my strength, your strength, and everyone's strength, it all comes from the same place. From Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Oh, then Hiranyakashipu became more angry. Why are you always talking about a powerful person, a Supreme Lord, other than myself? I am the controller of everything. Why are you always talking about someone greater than me? So, if there is such a Vishnu, oh, I would like to see him now, when I take my sword and I separate your head from your body. Where is your Lord? Prahlad Maharaj said, oh, my Lord, He is everywhere, in all places, inside and out. Hiranyakashipu said,
even in your heart, He is everywhere.
oh, He's everywhere. Does that mean that He's in this pillar? And he indicated one stone pillar very close by. Prahlad Maharaj, he looked at the pillar. And he has transcendental vision. He could see, oh yes, my Lord is there. His Lord is there. Waiting. He said, oh, well, let us see your Lord protect you now. And he began to curse Prahlad Maharaj with so many harsh words. Just then, out of anger, he took his fist. And only with his fist, he punched the pillar. And the pillar cracked. Oh, nothing happened. Then he turned to Prahlad Maharaj and he began to curse him. And he was about to kill him. But just then, from within the stone pillar, came a very tremendous sound. Just then, at that very moment, everyone was wondering, where is that sound coming from? All over the universe, so many demigods, even elephants in the jungle, they started to cry and run in fear, all over the universe. And Hiranyakashipu was looking here and there. Where did that sound come from? Where did that sound come from? And then he looked at the stone pillar, and an amazing creature burst out from the stone. It was not a human being, and not an animal. His body was like a human being, with many, many arms and celestial weapons. And his head was like a lion. Hiranyakashipu was looking towards this creature and thinking, what kind of creature is this? From where did he come? But then he realized, oh, I have a benediction from Brahma, so whoever he is, whatever he is, wherever he came from, I can kill him, he cannot kill me. So then, Hiranyakashipu, taking his sword and club, he immediately ran at that creature, whoever it was, just like a small moth goes directly into blazing fire. A fight ensued. Sometimes...
Sit down. Oh my God. Very much.
So, sometimes they were fighting, and Lord Narasinghadeva would catch this Hiranyakashipu, just like Garuda catches a serpent in his beak. At that time, all the demigods who had been kicked out of their homes and were suffering so much, they were saying, Jai, Jai! But then at the next moment, when Hiranyakashipu would slip out from the grip of Lord Narasinghadeva, then all the demigods would be, and they would be very much afraid, and they would call out, quickly, kill him quickly. In this way, Lord Narasinghadeva was enjoying the great mellows of a very good fight, sometimes catching him and sometimes letting him go. And all the demigods were perturbed. But just then, the time came when the sun was setting. It was neither the day or the night. He was not outside or inside, but on the threshold of the house. It was not in any year or month, it was in a leap year. It was not on the earth or in the sky, but he caught Hiranyakashipu and kept him on his lap. And then, not with any weapons, only using his nails, he burst open the abdomen of Hiranyakashipu